Hi there, we're back with fractions again today, except we're going to take a look at lesson 3.3, which involves number lines and equivalences. So why do we need to know about fractions and number lines? Well, the reason that we're looking at this is just another method of finding equivalent fractions. So we started with fraction circles, and now today we're going to take a look at how can we use number lines to help us, just as another tool at looking at fractions. So how, and here's the practice. So first of all, when we have, let's start with this one, fractions on a number line, for example. One thing that we want to make sure that we understand is that each number line is different, as you can see here from the picture. This particular number line, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this would be my 8/8. So there are 8 graduation marks, which is what these marks are called, after the 0. And so if I had a number line that didn't have any fractions on it, I could figure out what fractions to place in those spots based on the number of graduation marks. So if we take a look at the second one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would be my 6th one. So it is 6, so 1/6, and then of course 1 is equal to 6/6. The third one is in fourths, and the next one is in thirds, and then our last one is in halves. So one of the cool things about this number line, and you're going to be doing this in class, is I'm going to take this little red rectangle that I have, and let's say that I want to find fractions that are equivalent to 1/4. So if you look here where I have the 1/4 and I look down this part of these number lines, I don't see any that are equivalent. But if I come up here, it shows me that 2/8 is equivalent to 1/4. I can then move my little marker here, and I could look at 1/2, and I don't have it quite long enough, but you can see if we travel up to this number line, 2/4 is equivalent to 1/2, 3/6 is equivalent to 1/2, and up here at the top, 4/8 would be equivalent to 1/2. So this is another tool that we can use to figure out equivalent fractions. And we're going to practice here with a couple of number lines that I don't have anything written on yet. Well, they have part 0 and a 1, but we've got to figure out what goes in those missing spots. So if I were to look at the top number line, I have a 0, a graduation mark, and then a 1. So basically this is 2 graduation marks. So this one would be 1/2 because it's 1 out, and this would be 2 halves, or 2/2, which is equal to 1 whole. Then if we look at the next one, we have 1, 2, 3, and then the 1 is our 4th. So this would be 1/4. 2/4, 3/4, and then of course 1 is 4/4. Our last one, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. So this would be 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and then of course are 8/8. So what are we going to do in class? In class, we are going to use our number line tools to help us find equivalent fractions. As simple as that. So I can't wait to see you. Have a great day.